Hey beautiful soul stars, welcome to Starlight, Starbright Tarot. I hope you're all well. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you. Let's get started. And we're using the Psychic Tarot today. So, let's see. Thank you, dear God, the all, Jesus, Ascended Masters, loved ones, ancestors, angels. Help the collective, the Soul Star Collective, the Soul Star family find clarity in this reading. Truth and clarity in this reading. Oh, look at all that. So, this is a lot of cards. And we have partnerships and alliances, number 3. So, someone's reaching out here. This is masculine and feminine, balancing the two. Masculine or action-oriented, feminine is passive, taking a calm attitude. But yeah, so this is to do with partnerships and alliances. It's a number 3, collaborating with others. There could be somebody who's reaching out to you, or somebody who wants to give you a leg up, pulling you up in some way. So we'll find out what this is all about. We have power. So somebody quite powerful, heart chakra, heartfelt, moving on. So we'll just too many cards fell out. So this could be heartfelt, to do with the heart chakra. And this is the Emperor card, and it's an 8. Power doesn't necessarily mean somebody who's in public office or anything like that, although it could be. But it's just somebody who has that Aries energy, that strong action-oriented energy. Somebody who understands what you're going through, or understands that they need to partnership with you. Together you're more powerful than you are apart. This could be somebody who has a lot of wisdom. There's a white beard here and white hair, and of course we have the lion. This could be somebody who, and it's Leo energy as well. So this could be somebody who is either older and young at heart, or somebody who is young and wise. So the heart chakra here, this heart healing. There is some kind of healing together when it comes to the heart, and also opening your heart wide to accept what's coming your way. And one more. Oh, prosperity begins. So this is almost like you are more powerful, more prosperous, more open and loving from the heart than you are together than what you are alone. And throat chakra, communication. So your prosperity begins. This could be through form of communication, some kind of communication business where you are speaking or you are writing and connecting with others. So there's somebody who really has their eye on you. This could also be for a job. It could be a pay rise. And again, we have these two hands working together under this tree of life, and apricots here. So this could be around the workplace or work that you do. Love could blossom and love could bloom because of what you're doing to do with your work. Yeah, so somebody has their eye on you basically, and they want to pull you up. And the feminine here has green sleeves. So, maybe you wear your heart on your sleeve. But again, a lot of green here. This could be to do with a health industry of some kind, fruit and vegetables, heart healing through good food. So even here, this could be the likes of somebody in power who's going to make their country healthy again. So there could be something here. And heart healing comes through cleansing negative energy. Our thoughts can really hurt our bodies as much as bad food, as much as any addiction can do as well. So there is clarity coming your way. There is a communication, or they want to communicate with you. Oh, and standing your ground. So discontent and boredom. So just when you least expect it, something's coming forward. And with stand your ground as well, stand strong, stand proud. There's a sense of victory here, because in that card, the person has their rod, their wand. So it could be like an Ace of Wands, highly creative energy, passionate energy, standing in the sun and raising the arm, raising the wand in victory. So there is going to be some kind of victory and success here when it comes to love, when it comes to health, partnerships and alliances. We'll just get some more information. This is the Witch's Tarot. I feel a bit slow and foggy today. Okay. We have, the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, to do with business. This is a very much a business-oriented, financially oriented person. They know how to look after themselves. They know how to make their money grow. Or there could be issues around business and around money, trying to make a decision, looking back into the past. You're definitely going to have somebody who's coming forward who's going to give you a lift. And we have white rabbits here, Alice in Wonderland. This rabbit is looking at this lion, at this power card. So there's something that you're not seeing because you're looking into the past. Maybe you feel disconnected from partnerships and alliances. This is making you think about your business, thinking about your money. Maybe you're thinking about going it alone. The Queen of Pentacles is a person who is dutiful when it comes to partnerships, very loyal when it comes to partnerships. Virgo energy, knowing how to look after yourself. Is very, very important, and looking after your finances is very important also. Yeah, you might think this person's a little bit mad, like a Mad Hatter, like going down the Mad Hatter's tea party, but they're actually not. They're eccentric is what I'm getting, and eccentric is very different to crazy. You know, people are eccentric or called eccentric because they dance to their own tune. They live life on their own terms. They have amazing ideas that are outside of the box. So you're being asked to sort of think outside of the box, take away all judgment. Yeah, we can't judge people on face value. So don't judge this person on face value. They are very powerful. They have infinite wisdom. Sorry, I just had to change my battery. Yes, they have infinite wisdom, but they also have infinite power and strength. This is somebody who, into their old age, looking after their health, they're very strong. So this could be feminine or it could be masculine. Your body is very strong, or it will be. So the reading so far is really asking this Queen of Pentacles to look forward instead of worrying about business, instead of worrying about partnerships, instead of worrying about maybe feeling alone in it all, or even pressured and under stress. This Virgo energy can suffer from a lot of anxiety and stress. Start thinking about your health. What can you do that can make you feel good about yourself today? Looking at all those areas of your life. Yes, your finances, but also your home, your family, your health. What can you do for yourself today to make yourself feel powerful? How to connect with others. And how it's kind of more like, how do you connect with others? And something there has to change. Needing a more positive attitude. Don't write people off too easily is what I'm getting as well. And we have Temperance, bringing things into balance. Yeah, this is angelically guided. So this is going to be like synchronicity. It's just the stars aligning, everything coming together. The angels are bringing this together. Temperance is about your temperament, balancing masculine, feminine, balancing your own nature. This is what's being asked of you, to come into your full power, to wake up to your full power. You need to have balanced emotions, balanced thoughts, balanced spirituality, balancing the masculine and feminine, knowing when to act and knowing when to stand back. This is guided by the angels here with the card of Temperance. And again, it's in this, Temperance is a card of alchemy, alchemy for good health. The new day is dawning. You have a bit of a path to go on. There's a path behind this angel. The angels are trying to get your attention, to trust your intuition, get out of your head and into your heart is what I'm getting. So, and we have the Chariot in reverse. Oh, okay, so we have reversals here. So the Chariot, yeah, you feel like your way is blocked, but this is also heart chakra, blockages of the heart, needing to trust, needing to have faith that your journey will be successful. So there is a block here. It's almost like you can't go to the next stage, or the angels can't bring this in until you start thinking about looking after yourself better, or coming into your heart. You have to kind of continue working on your spiritual practice. You could be being isolated and concerned about things and feeling alone. And this is what you're hoping for. You're hoping for the right job. You're hoping for the right partnerships. Maybe you're hoping for love. You're wondering when your prosperity is going to begin. But with the Chariot here, there's a risk of failure if you keep on using your head, if you keep on trying to force things or staying stuck in this negative energy. You kind of have to lift yourself, focus on your health, focus on healing, focus on balancing. and cleansing here before you can move forward. There could also be something here to do with heart failure. This could be a passed over loved one. They might have been into motorbikes. They may have been a little bit of a rebel rouser. They died of heart failure. They are looking after you. They're trying to give you advice. They're trying to help. Yeah, they're trying to guide you, but you're not listening. You've got too much hair over your ears. You know, you're not listening. And see, Ace of Swords in reverse with prosperity. There's a lot of lack of success going on here into the future. This person's, you know, looking a little bit like, see the look on this person's face? They've got all these pentacles and still they look skeptical. You know, maybe you're taking on too much going into the future. The Divine All wants you to think about, think about one thing at a time. Just do one thing at a time, because otherwise you risk failure going into the future. There's also some kind of truth that's hidden, I'm getting as well with the Ace of Swords in reverse, or you're just not communicating effectively. You're not communicating with yourself effectively. You're not communicating with others, with God. You need to open yourself. You're too stuck in the 3D. It's basically, you're not going anywhere. Nothing's going to move forward until you do the work, spiritual work. And, you know, that's looking after your other chakras, coming out of the lower chakras, doing lower chakra healing, healing the heart, that kind of thing. And, you know, really having faith and trusting God is what I'm getting. And then Eight of Swords, you know, you'll come out of this Eight of Swords energy. You need to come out of this self-imposed prison, or you're going to be released from prison, a divine prison, because that's how you're feeling is what I'm getting. You're feeling a little bit imprisoned by all of this, like there's nothing you can do. Well, there are always things we can do. So you're kind of being left stuck until you start to follow spirit, until you put God first and then put yourself second and selfishly look after yourself in spiritual ways. So this is what's being asked of people, is to really open up and look after yourself, get into good health, and you're going to be given infinite strength, infinite energy, infinite wisdom to be able to complete what you need to complete. There could also be somebody here who's refusing to talk to you. They're not visiting you. You could be thinking of somebody. You know, you've got memories here, looking at photographs, thinking about family and friends, thinking about people who may have, you know, you feel like have betrayed you and who have deserted you. These people are going to continue to not communicate with you is what I'm getting. But there's something new coming in for you. There's a new partnership coming in for you. There is something here where you are feeling a little bit nostalgic. You have memories, maybe looking at photographs, thinking about your partnerships, alliances and work. God wants you to think about God. God wants you to think about your spiritual self. And God wants you to think about those things we just talked about at the beginning of the reading. So there is someone coming in, someone who is very spiritually powerful, someone that you will align with and kind of have this healing together attitude. So it's almost like you're confined at the moment. You feel restricted because you're not doing what's nagging at you. What's that thing that's nagging at the back of your head that you can't be bothered to do, but that would be good for you? That's what you need to do. Yeah. And we have Fly, see, a period of ill health and depression. So this is what you need to overcome right now. Spiritual readers, they often, you know, well, I do it too. You know, oh, you've got to vibe high, you've got to be happy. And I'm just trying to find happiness in all the little things. You know, happiness is very elusive. To vibe high isn't necessarily to run around, you know, being happy. It's to find peace. It's to find faith. It's to find calm in all the chaos. It's to come out of your head and into your heart. Stop the monkey mind. If you can just, you know, kind of work on all the fears, the anxieties and the stresses in the back of your mind and just surrender. just let it go, because, you know, sometimes things are just out of your control. And with this major arcana here, it's all out of your control. You're being asked to look after your health. You could have floaters in your eyes or something like that, or something to do with the corners of your eyes. You know, flies love going for the corners of the eyes. If you have crusty corners of the eyes, not just when you wake up in the morning, but, you know, for days on end, that can be a lack of vitamin D. So needing to go out into the sun is what I'm getting as well. Needing to clean things up, because, you know, you're attracting flies, you know, metaphorically. And then we have, oh, leg. Didn't I say somebody's going to give you a leg up? Stepping into a new experience. So you're being guided towards somebody of wisdom. It could even be a social group of some kind, somebody who's going to really pull you out of yourself, pull you out of this internalization, and bring you back to life, like breathing life back into you is what I'm getting. And see, we have torch. So you're not going anywhere, you're not doing anything. Stop wishing for everything, because you're not working on the basics. This is basically what this is saying. You know, if you're not prepared to work on the basics, if the divine all is telling you, or the angels, God, you know, they're saying to exercise, do some exercise, or, you know, stop eating rubbish and start putting good food in your mouth, or, you know, clean your house, clean yourself up, smarten up, stop worrying, stop feeling anxious, let it all go, surrender. If these are this is what God wants you to do. Because stress and anxiety and lower chakra and fear, they're the devil's work, you know. So God wants you to pay attention to God and to the divine angels. You know, your body is a temple, and God wants you to cherish your temple. Okay. So I'm laughing because it's like, yeah, I hear. Yeah. So control your temper, you know, anger. So, you know, working on yourself, working on your own shortcomings before pointing the finger at anyone else's. Right. I mean, look, it came up again, lightning. Control your anger or you'll be sorry. So God's asking you to be silent in the face of chaos. You are going to have prosperity. You are going to have all the things that you want. You know, there's other people who are thinking about things, looking at messages, looking at photographs, you know, thinking about the past, thinking, you know, just memories of you I'm getting as much as anything else. And they're angry with you. You know, they feel deserted by you. You know, maybe you were invited. Maybe you were invited to go motorbike riding or something. I don't know. Maybe you were invited to go and you said no. You know, because you didn't feel right, or, you know, or you've locked and blocked people out of your life, and because, because you just can't deal with the anger, or you can't deal with hearing what they have to say. It's like having cloth ears, you know, you're not hearing, you're not listening, or somebody thinks that you're not listening. And maybe you think you are listening and that you do know, but sometimes we have to stand and feel the pain in the face of anger of other people, of chaos, of accusations. So this could be a test of that strength as well. That strength to stand and give people space to be those things without you taking it personally, without you being dragged down or dragged into their bad behaviours, you know, kind of trying to stand patiently and calm in the face of people who want to say things about you, whether they're true or not. So, you know, why are they really behaving that way? What's really going on with them is something you need to think about. And spear, heartache over what you no longer have. There you go. So there could be somebody around you, or it could be, people around you who are missing you. They're heartbroken over what they no longer have. You could also be going on to communicate with these people, to help these people, to assist these people. So there are people around you, they've cut you out of their life. You know, they're not coming to see you. You're not really hearing from them anymore. The divine has also stepped in on this to block these people, because you're not ready to face them, or you're not ready to, you're not spiritually ready to face the world of chaos, or of people who want to be mean and nasty, or maybe they just have a beef with you. You're not ready to face these people, face the world in a way, because whenever you do, it sends you into either anger, or it sends you into depression, or it sends you into, you know, heartache. It's like you can't cope with anyone or anything that is negative. You just can't cope with it, because maybe you've had a lot of that in the past, childhood traumas, you know, disappointments, things like this. So you kind of take it, you know, you're a bit sensitive, very, very sensitive, and very raw to other people's opinions of you. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. I mean, you've just been hit so many times with that Eight of Swords. You know, it's weakened you. You haven't healed yet. You know, your wounds are still raw and can be easily reopened. Okay, that's a good way of putting it. You need the scar tissue to heal a little bit more. You know, scar tissue is a lot stronger than non-scar tissue once it's healed. So, you know, that comes back around. You know, you're kind of in the situation you're in to heal. God wants you to rest, wants you to heal, wants you to know you're worthy, wants you to look in the mirror and see yourself as this beautiful, strong, handsome, strong person who is going to be doing something into the future that is God's plan for you. And prosperity will begin once you begin to stop worrying and start having faith. This is like stubborn energy. The longer you stubbornly resist changes that are good for you, that you know are good for you, you're not really going to have what you want. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy here. You're going to just stay in this loop until you can, you know, really start to connect with your spirit in the spirit world and really start looking after yourself and think more positively of yourself. But there could be somebody coming in to assist you. This is like God. This is the divine. This is an ancestor, a passed over loved one. Pay attention to your dreams, or listen, you know, listening, quiet listening for those whispers of encouragement from the angels. Yeah, passion ignited. And again, we have more lions. Burning with life's passion, 62:26, 8. So, you know, God wants you to come to life, wants you to regain your passion. There's also somebody who, they could have green eyes. There's somebody, or two different colored eyes. You know, when this person or people look at you, they see you as this vibrant, passionate person. But behind the scenes, you know, you're down in the dumps. So this is what we have to align. We have to align, well, if we're putting on a brave face for the world, why can't we put on a brave face for ourselves? If we're going out into the world going, yeah, I'm happy, how are you? Yeah, everything's wonderful, isn't it life amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then you come home and you're like, ugh. You know, like the real you is really down in the dumps, you know, depressed, and, you know, for good reason, not for, you know, some people not so for good reason probably, but yeah, for good reason. So if you can, you know, pretend to be happy, you know, to look good for others for whatever reason, then can't you do this for yourself? So whatever front you put on for others, you need to do it for yourself. So like, if you're a person who, like, you might be fairly neat and tidy, but, you know, you go and scrub the house from top to bottom if you think you're having visitors. Why not scrub the house from top to bottom once a week for yourself? You know, if you're a person who, you know, yeah, you're always up and talkative and happy when you have other people around you, but when they're not around you, you feel down in the dumps and lonely, you know, why not feel, you know, why not talk to yourself in positive, happy ways? You see, this is what the divine God wants you to do. So, and I know I'm over-labouring the point and putting it in simplistic terms, but it's good to sort of break it down a little bit. Self-exploration, there you go. Fairy tales and myths. So, you know, this is all about self-exploration. How can you explore the world when you can't even explore yourself? Oh God, it's getting a bit harsh. So, you know, igniting passion. So you need to look inwards, know the answers are within. You're not ready to go out into the world in some way and face others or people from your past. It's all blocked. Everything's being blocked. So you might be wishing to see somebody, you haven't heard from somebody, but that's not going to happen until you are ready to face them, and instead of using sarcasm or, you know, or anger or whatever in defense of yourself, that you're going to stand in your power and you're going to defend yourself with love. You're going to defend yourself with compassion. You're going to defend yourself with peace and calm, or defend yourself with silence. Because the divine is really getting urgent, saying it's time for you to know that you are loved, to know that you are worthy, to hold your head high and to have faith, just to know it's all going to be okay. And it's hard to come to that. I mean, I have, days, weeks, months where I've just surrendered and I have faith, and then something will trigger me and then I'm back to square one, or, not quite as low, but you know what I'm saying. But the turnaround period will quicken as well. You won't stay down for as long as you did last time, kind of energy. But have faith, know that you're loved, know that you're worthy. Work on this negative self-talk. And all of this negative self-talk is more to do with what other people have brainwashed you into thinking, whether it's your parents or, people who call themselves friends, who like to put you down just to raise themselves up. They're not friends. Comparing yourself to others. The Queen of Pentacles is very, very good at comparing themselves to others. Looking at beauty magazines, doing beauty things like sticking needles in your face, getting Botox and all of these things, because, you just don't feel good enough. It's time to be more natural. It's time to let go of all of that. It's time to, know that you're beautiful, and beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Oh yeah, look, acceptance. The cycle of life, we all have our ups and downs. Don't beat yourself up. Don't force anything. Don't try to do this too hard. Just learn to relax. Just learn to relax and know everything's going to be okay. And people go, well, I'm about to lose my home. I can't feed my kid. Well, you're going to go as far down as you need to go. Some people will sleep in their cars. Some people may even find themselves on the streets. But I'm not getting this is happening for you, but you're going to go as low as you need to go. But the faster you can turn yourself around and have faith, the faster this prosperity will come in. The faster you can understand your life cycle and accept the ups and downs of life. Direction. Yeah, where are you heading? Stop thinking about where you're heading. Let God guide you. And look, now we have abundance. So, where are you heading? At the moment, stop thinking about trying to head anywhere. Stop trying to think about, be more free-spirited. Yeah, stop trying to think about these things, what you should and shouldn't be doing. Just flow into your life. What is it you can do today? You get up in the morning and maybe instead of having breakfast that's not good for you, have a healthy breakfast. Just start with that. Go for a quick morning walk around the block that you wouldn't normally do. Instead of sitting in front of your computer or getting on your phone, go for a walk around the block instead. Get in contact with spirit. Let God guide you. Distracting yourself, like you're too distracted. You're allowing yourself to be distracted. Sometimes we just have to sit in the silence. Sometimes we just have to learn to sit in the emptiness and sit in the void and sit and do nothing. Sit on your couch and just do nothing. Put your head back, close your eyes, palms up, and just sit. And if you can't do that for more than a minute, then you need to work on that, because that's when you really connect with spirit. That's when you really connect with the other side, with God, and that's when you really start to hear the truth of yourself and of others, and and what you need to do and the path that you will move on to. So I think that's it. Shall we just get some words of wisdom? Buddha wisdom. Yeah, you're having to work on, you're really having to work on yourself. But help is at hand, God is in the house. When you try, there you go. When you try and hold on to things after their time, you suffer and make others suffer. So that could be this over here as well. This, other people, they're suffering too. They're missing you as well. But the problem is that you're not aligning with them at the moment, and they're not aligning with you. You have to come into alignment. And that's the thing too. people don't like to see you like this either. You know, this is why you put on a happy face. But, you know, people know the truth. They can feel the vibe. Yeah, you know, there are people who could be worried about you as well. So, and then a loving kindness you show to others returns to you as grace. So this is what divine wants, for you to be able to stand in the face of adversity and stand calm and stand in grace, and yeah, all the things I've already said. It's like Mulan, that quote from Mulan. I can never quote it fully properly, but you'll get the idea. But the flower that blooms in adversity is the most beautiful flower of all. So you've become so sensitive to things because of very good reasons. You've become so sensitive to things that even the slightest offhandedness of someone makes you feel, you know, like this. It's almost like the trauma or the PTSD or whatever it is, the anxiety and stress or the betrayals have made you hypersensitive, and your reaction is too overstated. Like it's, yeah, like you're reacting more than you need to. Because a lot of what people don't even think about what they're saying half the time, right? You know, be mindful is the other thing. But, you know, some people just say shit, and, you know, and you're going to hear things that you don't like about yourself or about a situation. The upshot of all this is that you need to do everything we've talked about, but you need to, respond rather than to react. You need to stand in the face of chaos and feeling slighted and, you know, scrutiny, and stand in peace and calm and know that it's probably more to do with the other person than it is to do with you. And if somebody is criticizing you, stay in your logic, you know. Is that true? Is what this person's saying, is it true? Or are they saying it just to hurt me because they're in pain? And if they're in pain, then we need to show them kindness by giving them space. Okay, love to you guys. Bye.